Have you ever wondered how much an Oscar statue is worth? As the highest honor in the film industry, one might guess its value to be priceless. But here's a surprising fact. If you were to try and sell it on the open market, the 24-karat gold-plated figure would fetch you no more than $1. Yes, you heard it right, $1. Now you may be asking, how can an award so prestigious, something that actors and filmmakers spend their entire lives chasing, be worth so little in monetary terms? Well, it's not about the material value of the statue itself. It's not about the gold plating or the Britannia medal underneath. It's about what the statue represents, a recognition of excellence in film. The Oscar is an emblem of the highest achievement in the world of cinema. It's a testament to an artist's dedication, talent, and hard work. It's a symbol of the countless hours spent on sets, in editing rooms, at writing desks, and in front of cameras. It's a celebration of storytelling at its finest. But let's address the elephant in the room. The dollar value of the Oscar statue. It's a figure that seems shockingly low, especially considering the glamorous high-stakes world of Hollywood. But this dollar tag is not a reflection of the Oscar's worth. It's a result of a strict rule set by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. This rule, in place since 1951, states that any winner who wishes to resell an Oscar must first offer it to the Academy for $1. That's right, just $1. It's a move designed to preserve the prestige of the award, to ensure that Oscars aren't bought and sold like commodities, but rather are earned through talent, skill, and dedication to the craft of filmmaking. So what's the catch? Why is an Oscar worth so little? Stay tuned as we delve into the intriguing world of Oscars' worth, the no resale rule, and the surprising stories behind some of Hollywood's most coveted trophies. The reason lies in a no resale rule introduced in 1951 by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. This rule is a binding agreement that anyone who wins an Oscar is obliged to sign. It has a clear directive. No one can resell their Oscar unless the Academy itself refuses to buy it first, for $1. Yes, you heard that right, just a single dollar. Let's delve a little deeper into this rule. The Academy's official stipulations state that award winners shall not sell or otherwise dispose of their Oscar statuette, nor permit it to be sold or disposed of by operation of law without first offering to sell it back to the Academy for the sum of $1. This provision, interestingly enough, extends beyond the lifetime of the Oscar recipient. It applies to the heirs and assigns of Academy Award winners who may acquire a statuette through gift or bequest. So what does this mean in practice? Simply put, if Meryl Streep decided she wanted to sell one of her Oscars, she would first have to offer it back to the Academy for $1. If they declined, only then could she offer it up for sale on the open market. Similarly, if an Oscar winner leaves their statuette to a loved one in their will, that inheritor is bound by the same rule. This rule, as you might imagine, has drastically affected the resale value of these prestigious awards. A symbol of cinematic excellence, recognized the world over, can fetch no more than $1 in resale if the Academy exercises its right of first refusal. A stark contrast to the emotional and symbolic worth an Oscar holds for its winner. But what happens if someone tries to break this rule? We'll explore that in the next scene. Attempts to resell an Oscar without first alerting the Academy have often led to courthouse showdowns. Such courtroom dramas can be as captivating as the films these statues commemorate. Let's delve into a few notable instances. Back in 2007, the Academy took legal action to prevent the resale of 2 Oscars that belonged to silent film star Mary Pickford. The Oscars, symbols of Pickford's illustrious career, were perceived as priceless artifacts, not commodities for trade. After a year of legal wrangling, in 2008, a California judge sided with the Academy, marking a victory for the preservation of a cinematic history over commercialization. Fast forward 6 years to 2014. Joseph Tutalo, nephew of Oscar winner Joseph Wright, auctioned off his uncle's 1943 Oscar for Best Color Art Direction for the film My Gal Sal. The statue fetched a staggering $79,200. The Academy, viewing this as a breach of contract, sued Tutalo and the auction house that facilitated the sale. In 2015, a California judge once again ruled in favor of the Academy, demonstrating the seemingly invincible power of that $1 resale agreement. However, it's not all courtroom battles and lost causes. There have been instances where Oscar statue seekers have been able to buy an individual's award without any legal challenge from the Academy. These stories, too, are part of the Oscars' rich tapestry, illustrating that while the Academy might be stringent about upholding its rule, there are exceptions to every rule. So, while the Oscar statue might carry a resale price tag of just $1, its true worth lies in the prestige, honor, and recognition it brings to its recipient. The value of an Oscar extends beyond the tangible, encapsulating the blood, sweat, and tears that go into creating cinematic magic. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the power of storytelling, and the boundless creativity that fuels the film industry. However, there have been instances where Oscar statue seekers have been able to buy an individual's award without any legal challenge from the Academy. And those are stories for another time. Despite the strict rule, there have been some successful Oscar resales. Let's delve into some fascinating examples where Oscar statue seekers have managed to acquire these coveted awards, bypassing the Academy's stringent regulations. First, we have Michael Jackson, the king of pop himself, who in 1999 bought the Best Picture Oscar awarded to producer David Selznick in 1939 for the iconic film Gone with the Wind. The price tag? A cool $1.5 million. Next up we have Beatrice Wells, the youngest daughter of the legendary Orson Welles. In 2011, she sold the Best Original Screenplay Oscar her father won in 1942 for Citizen Kane, a film still revered as one of the greatest of all time by movie aficionados. The award fetched her a hefty sum of $862,000, a quarter century after her father's death. Moving on, we have the acclaimed director Steven Spielberg, who paid $607,500 for Clark Gable's Best Actor Oscar for It Happened One Night. Not stopping there, Spielberg also shelled out $758,000 for 2 Oscars won by the incomparable Bette Davis. Lastly, we have the magician David Copperfield, who in 2003 paid $231,500 for the 1943 Best Director Oscar, awarded to Michael Curtis for Casablanca. Copperfield later resold it at auction in 2012 for slightly over $2 million, making a tidy profit. These examples show that while the Academy's rules are strict, there are exceptions to every rule. These transactions paint a fascinating picture of the lengths to which some individuals will go to possess a piece of cinematic history. An Oscar statuette, a symbol of the highest honor in filmmaking. So let's wrap up what we've learned about the resale value of an Oscar. An Oscar, a symbol of cinematic excellence, has a resale value that's far from its perceived worth. This gold-plated figure, as prestigious as it is, would fetch no more than $1 on the open market. This is due to the no resale rule set by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in 1951. The rule mandates winners to offer their Oscar back to the Academy for $1 before considering any other sale. This rule isn't just a gentleman's agreement, it's a binding contract that has led to legal battles when flouted. For example, the Academy took legal action in 2007 to prevent the resale of 2 Oscars won by silent film star Mary Pickford. In another instance, in 2014, an Oscar sold for $79,200 led to a lawsuit for breach of contract. In both cases, the Academy emerged victorious, reinforcing the strength of the no resale rule. However, the rule hasn't been insurmountable. There have been instances where Oscars have successfully been resold, often for staggering amounts. Some notable examples include Michael Jackson paying $1.5 million for a Best Picture Oscar, and Beatrice Wells selling her father's Best Original Screenplay Oscar for a hefty $862,000. Renowned director Steven Spielberg and magician David Copperfield have also made successful purchases, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for coveted Oscars. So while the monetary worth of an Oscar might be just $1 when it comes to resale, its intrinsic value is immeasurable. It's a representation of the pinnacle of cinematic achievement, a testament to an artist's dedication, talent, and hard work. For many, the honor of receiving an Oscar far outweighs any potential monetary gain from its sale. While an Oscar may technically be worth only $1 if you try to resell it, its true value lies in the prestige and honor it represents in the film industry.